simple graph. If I am taking one grid is 6 inches, so 2 grid can be, see 2 grid can be 1 feet. So let me draw a kitchen of 2 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet, is going that side, 5 feet, 6 feet, 7, 8, and this side if I take 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so this is my line and this is my line of kitchen, 8 by 8. Now what I'm going to do, so let us assume the door is here and this side also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, this thing equal to half. 2 feet 6 inches is my door, right? That is done, 2 feet 6 inches. And the countertop, let me take a countertop of say 1, 2, 3, 4. That means let me take a L-shaped countertop, this much and this much. Okay, this is my countertop. Now, how I am going to represent this? I will take a pen, okay? I will try to draw the wall. Maybe I can draw double line. And if this is going to be my external wall, if these two are my external wall, okay, this is going to be my wall of this side. Now this is my kitchen. Okay, simply, and I can draw some cabinets. Maybe here I am having my refrigerator. Here maybe I am having my sink and with some drain board. I'm simply using a micro tip pen. Even if you do not have a micro tip pen at your house, you can take this kind of simple pen, you know, this 0.5 micro tip. And the oven maybe I'm having over here. Good. So that is the thing. That is my kitchen. Now, if you know that where what will be there, I am having maybe some window over here. If I have a window, you can draft the window like this. That's all. The wall, to make it a little bit interesting, you can give some hatches. We discussed about hatches in our CAD class. These are the brick hatches, simple, right? Some brake line you need to put here. Okay, now can you see the hatches? Now you know that where the upper cabinets are there, so you can just draft upper cabinets in a dotted line. Like if you are having some cabinets over here on top, you can have some chimney. You are also having some upper cabinets continue to this point, maybe till this point, and again you might be having something on the top of fridge. See, below the sink you might be having simple shutter up to this point. Here you might be having some pull-out drawers. So it looks like this. Now here you might be having 2 spice racks both sides, 1 openable shutter this side, 1 set of drawer, pull-out drawer, and maybe another openable shutter. So you can easily understand. Now on top of that, you might be, this is the chimney, openable shutter. Here also you are having openable shutter. Here you might be having some sliding or maybe some openable shutter again, and here you might be having some sliding. To make it a bit presentable, like some dimensions, as this is 8 feet 0 inches, simply I am giving this dimension, and this is also from this point 8 feet 0 inches, basic dimension. Okay, now you can write down some of the points like this, you know. This is the hob. So we can straight away mark it and write down hob here. We can straight away mark something, this upper head cabinet. This is maybe, if you have already selected, you can mention that name and write down the basket, more details and all. The number and the maybe the type of basket, utensil baskets. Here you can write spice rack. Here you can write pull out drawers. You can mention details also. I'm just writing because it should not take much time. Now if you finish this side, you can go that side also. You can write some maybe this what is that, another 8-inch spice rack. This is the say dash model kitchen sink with drain board. See, always try to understand that whom you are going to show this drawing. You might be knowing all this thing what you are drawing, but your client, they are non-technical, so it is very difficult for them to understand that what is what. So you write as much as possible. You can mention this is the window, refrigerator. And what else I'm going to do, I took just 5 minutes to draw, 2-3 minutes to label, and now I'll take a normal wood pencil. Everybody, all of you are having this thing, and you just maybe the sink portion you can have something in blue. What I am doing is just 45 degree, I am watery, can use this blue color. Then on the floor you can use some pencil to show the tiles. Though the graph paper is there, so it is already, the tiles are there, but still if you want to highlight, you can highlight with little bit with pencil. I am using a clutch pencil, nothing else. So this is my tiles. Now on tiles you choose a very light color, something like this, and each tile you have a 45 degree line like one side. It will take another maybe 5 minutes. If the tiles we are using, if it is a glossy one, for maybe wooden or something else, you can use some different patterns and all, but just to show this as a glossy, we use this 45 degree technique. You can finish all the tiles like this, right? That's all. Some more. I'm in a hurry. You can do it with some more time so that it will look better than this. Done. Water is done, and another second or third color we can use for maybe specific. Some maybe you can use for this, or better not to use anything for this. Rather, you take a deep color pencil for your granite top or something like that. If you have something called brown or blackish something, then you can take, leaving the object like hobs and all. So the graphics class you have done in the beginning, huh? So just use some of those. Or one thing you could have done, I don't have an eraser here, the half portion, the top portion, you could have some different color, you know, like this portion you can have some other to make it more visible, like this. Okay, so here also you can have other color for this portion. You can have something like wooden also, or some laminate color, and finish the rest of the countertop. You can use a color which is like a brick. That in that case you don't need to do the hatches, because that won't be able, that won't be seen. So if you are doing this solid, then you don't need to draw any hatch. If you are not doing any solid color, not using any solid color, then you need to do this kind of pencil hatch. Some more text and all you can write anywhere. When you are drawing some elevations, you can mark it on the plan like this. 2 elevations you are going to draw, so take a circle in the center. One elevation is this side, this is one elevation, and the other elevation is this side. This is A and this can be B. You can use a different pen. This is A, this is B, this is B, and this is, okay, so that is elevation A and elevation B. Now see, Now, if you put at least this, but I have done very roughly, but you can use some scale, pencil and other paints, other colors and all. But you can place this thing in your PPT at least to make your this thing understand. And text also, you know how to write text, you know how to color, you know how to graphically represent your thing. So easily, now you have seen this, the presentation. How is that? Write in the chat box. So there are certain colors, you know, normally we use. For water, you use a blue one. For brick, you use a color which is similar to brick. For floor, you use a light color if it is a normal vitrified tile. Or if you are using something wooden, then you can use wooden color, brown texture, and you can create some texture on that, some glossiness. So if you give some more time, definitely it will be better. And what I have done, that was a 10 minutes drawing type of thing, 10 minutes sketch. But what you have to do, and all the what you need to note all the things, not the colors only, not the see what are the things you can note down. Number one is the graphical representation. Please note it down. Number one is the graphical representation. How to represent your thing, your thought graphically. Like the shutter, openable shutter, how we represent, sliding, how we represent, brick wall, how we represent, the sink with drain board portion, how we represent, the hob, how we are drawing, the refrigerator, how we are drawing. So all this thing, that is part one. Part two is the colors, what colors you are going to use and how to use, the technique of doing the pencil color. And number three is the detailing, what I have included. You know, whatever you have placed in your kitchen, because you have designed, it is in your mind, but how client will come to know. So you have to know as much, you have to note as much as possible. The labeling, that is very, very important. And the dimension, I have missed some dimension. I have just done maybe the major dimension 8 feet by 8 feet. But you can also do this. This is 2 feet, this is 1 feet. These are the basic dimension you should do. So that was my first segment. Thank you. Bye-bye. See you.